because MEAC has won this game most of the time. You on?
Absolutely. First of all, let's start off by saying it is an honor and a privilege to be here for Jackson State University, to be a part of this platform, this wonderful event. But I'd like to start off by sending our prayers and thoughts to those three members at Southern University, the band, their families. I know it's a tough time for them, so just want to make sure we acknowledge them during this time as we continue to move forward. But this is a game that we definitely look forward to. Coach Prime did a great job as far as the leadership the past 2 years as far as getting us to this particular point. And we're very excited being 12-0, first time in school history, back-to-back champions since 95, 96. The thing I look for more as far as the similarities between these two teams. They have a great leader. And I'd like to start off by saying, with our leader, our AD, Ashley Robinson, Skip Perkins, those involved, thank you, Cricket, for continuing to believe in this vision. John Grant, Coca-Cola, the Atlanta Falcons. It's a great event, and I go back to 2011, I first started coaching when it came to existence and conversations. And look at us now. We're still thriving. It's a great stage. It's about the events. It's about the experience that you guys are giving these kids outside the game. So it's bigger than the game. There's a lot of things that goes into it. But we're looking excited. We've been watching Central all year. We knew that team will be here where they are today. They did a great job as far as doing all the things you go back to since this guy arrived. Every year they got better. They had a great win against New Hampshire. And it showed the type talent that they have, but the similarities. The quarterback, offensive player of the year, linebacker, player of the year, head coach of the year, our quarterback, offensive player of the year, our linebacker, Aubrey Miller, defensive player of the year. So we got so many things that's going on within the game, within the program, and it's going to show on next Saturday, December 17th at 12 o'clock. So I really advise those that been a part of this event to really be there on that day, because it's going to be very exciting. I really anticipate this game being very exciting. But we look forward to it. When you look at Central, as far as the things they do, third down conversion, they're number one when it comes to FCS. That means they're doing the right things as far as staying on the field, moving the chains. Scoring tied offense, they're up there. I think they're number 6, total offense, number 14. So a lot of things they're doing with that quarterback who's been there for a long time. They have chemistry, he has experience. But we know, we've done our research, we know what type team, we know opponent that we're playing, we'll be well prepared, and we understand that. On defense, red zone defense, they do a good job as far as keeping you out of the end zone. So we look forward to the challenge, but we talk about preparation. What happened when preparation makes opportunity? Success happened. So we both look forward as far as understanding that we're prepared of what we got going on. We look forward to this opportunity that we have next Saturday on the 17th, and we don't take it for granted. We do not take it for granted. We have a lot of guys on our roster that do a great job. We have a great team, great chemistry. We have a great coaching staff. The things that we believe from day one, as far as being smart, fast, tough, disciplined with character. Every day we thrive on that. We bring it, but you got to give acknowledgement to our fan base. We cannot do it alone. We got through these times, we got through these games with our sonic boom, with our fan base. Jackson State University is a great entity, and we always look forward as far as coming out and representing that wonderful university. But one thing we understand, we understand that past performance is not indicative of future results. I say it again, past performance is not indicative of future results. So everything we did up to this point, we cross it out. It's a new season. Next Saturday is a new season, and we look forward as far as coming out and put on a great show. This is going to be once again, a platform, a stage that everyone in the country will be watching. And it's exciting to see that the HBCU University is a part of this. And once again, I thank you for really acknowledging Coach Prime, a man that came in with great vision, but it couldn't happen without A.D. Ashley Robinson believing that vision. But he put his best foot forward, and we understood where we are today, and we're going to continue to carry out that vision and make sure we represent both universities the right way. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coach. Those of you who know me know I'm a reporter. I'm always looking for a scoop. And I got a scoop early in this season that North Carolina Central would be here from a mentee of mine who's on the team, who after last season got a national championship ring from that school in Athens. He told me after 3 games, North Carolina Central's coming to Atlanta. And sure enough, this happened. I'm sorry, Coach. He told me that. And so here. With a record of 9-2, coached by the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference Coach of the Year. Let's now hear from North Carolina Central head coach, Trei Oliver. Coach.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. I'd like to thank Cricket Wireless and John Grant. He's done an outstanding job. Whatever you touch, man, it's been gold from ever since I've known you. So like I said earlier today, whenever I see you, I know good things are happening. Ashley, I know that was a shot that you took. We're going to talk about that after the press conference. We're going to talk about the school up the street, down the road. But I would like to thank our administration. And when I got here in 2019, when your vision can be aligned with your upper administration, your chancellor, the athletic directors, and the support staff, it makes life a lot easier. And it's easy to obtain your goals. We did get a lot of honors this year, Players of the Year, Coach of the Year. I'm just so humbled and honored. And you can't do that without great people around you. We have a player, Juan Velarde, up for Doris Robinson Student Athlete of the Year Award. And it's not just what he did in the community, but when you have a great sports information director that can tell a story in Caliserva, that's how we promote our young men. So, we talk about having great people. When I got here, it was a culture over scheme. I thought that we had to change the culture. It wasn't about X's and O's, whatever plays you call it and all that stuff. We had to get the right young men in our program. A lot of folks looked at me crazy with my recruiting philosophy, and it's not cookie cutter. It's different for each program. But for me, it was about going out and get great high school talent. I wasn't with all the transfers because at that point in time, for us, I didn't think that we could build our program off of that. It's like this beautiful stadium right here. All the beautiful mirrors and windows and everything. If you don't have that foundation, it's going to crumble. So I've been blessed. Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year were both high school football players that we recruited out of high school. And, once you get in there, you have to develop them. And our strength and conditioning staff, Bulldog and TC, those guys really, really pushed our culture and everything that we preached. And I talk about it. I'm just a piece of it. Everybody there is just important as I am, from, like I said, strength and conditioning, academic support, our trainers, video, everybody. So, I'm just a piece of it. I'm the one that they put the microphone and camera in their face. But, again, I'm just so humbled and honored. Our conference, the MEAC, for me to represent these guys and the talented schools that we have there and the talented group of coaches, again, I'm just blessed to be here. In our conference, we only have 6 teams, so you really can't lose a game. Every game's like week by week's like a playoff. So we did stub our toe against South Carolina State and Buddy Pugh, and usually if you lose one, you kind of out of it. But I don't know if Buddy Pugh kind of felt bad for me and let us back in there. But Coach Pugh, I appreciate you, opening that door and letting us have an opportunity to get down here. But in my conference, a lot of parity, a lot of really good coaches, and it's crazy because our conference, all of our coaches are really, really close. We call each other all the time and lean on each other. And, I guess iron sharpens iron. But we keep in touch, and Coach Pugh is like a mentor to me. And laugh and joke, but on Saturdays, we try to beat the heck out of each other. But, again, with me at conference, so proud of what they've been able to accomplish. Commissioner Steele, we partnered with the National Football Foundation, so we just had an opportunity to take our 2 players out to Vegas, and they were acknowledged there at the National Football Foundation. So the exposure our guys get in our conference is second to none. Next weekend, Jackson State. I've had an opportunity to be in the coaching SWAC for 7 years down at Grambling and Southern University. Very familiar with the conference, very familiar with Jackson State University, outstanding program. The fan base down there is unbelievable. So we know that they're going to come deep, but we are in the Falcon Stadium, so the Eagles are going to pack the nest in here. We're going to be at home, and I think we're going to show up our fan base. But looking excited, we're looking forward to the game, excited about the matchup. This is probably the most talented team I've seen, FCS, and I think 2015 Grambling team was probably the best I've seen, but these guys right here are unbelievable. Across the board, even their long snapper. I mean, he's even athletic and run down and cover. Does a great job of snapping the ball. So everybody they have everybody you see on film is outstanding. Defensive front, they playing 8 to 9 guys. Aubrey Miller is probably the best linebacker I've seen. And I know I'm gonna sound redundant about everybody being the best, but their secondary, Travis, was he 4-star, 5-star coach? A lot of stars, whatever he is. That dude is talented. But then you look on the other side, and they got 2 guys that are probably, with their technique and fundamentals, that are better than him. Their safeties are very physical. And then offensively, obviously, it goes through Shador. He's unbelievable. And you have to have a good trigger man. Anytime you get to this part of the season for a championship, you're going to have a great quarterback. Up front, their offensive line is big and athletic. Running back by committee. I don't know how many scholarships you have, Coach, but y'all got. But no, I say that, man, in all honesty, and I'm not blowing smoke. They have a very good football team and outstanding coaching staff, and for what they've been able to do in a short period is outstanding. I do think that we match up well with them in a lot of areas, and you know it's going to be a good football game, and this is going to be a championship knockdown, drag out football game, and I'm so excited to see it. And it'll be a good one. Folks gonna get their money's worth. Thank you.